جون توران الكرة الماضية، وتوران الذي كان يحاول التسجيل في هذا اللقاء. هنالك بطاقة صفراء. يسعد الآن بيرنا صنع 4 أهداف 4 أسيست لمينسا
here. And the yellow card was shown to Mensah, certainly. And the game suddenly boiling over. The referee, I think, losing his coin there, which is something he's always got to make sure he has. And he's also heading across to the bench as well. No, he just halts. I thought he was going to maybe have words with the Al-Riyadh bench because they reacted fairly strongly to that as well. But Mensah, the player who was booked after that.
I think you can see why he was frustrated because they obviously come in, but it was a bit of a body check, wasn't it? I think they both kind of ran into each other. Infuriated Mensah, you could see how angry he was. He approached the referee. Have to find their way again, don't they, Al-Riyadh?
Laporte, having trailed at home for the first time this season at half-time in a Russian Saudi League game. Aʟ-Nᴏssʀ are now level and they're pushing hard.
And that explains the offside. It's Sadio Mane that the ball's been picked out from, isn't it? And that, and you can see Ronaldo is in an offside position, but
different phase.
Yeah, second phase of play, so it's the right call.
Angelo over the corner here. Works short to Otavio. Again, he scoops it in, and he found Mane, but Mane is closed down by Alıkal, and it will be a goal kick.
So I think we're in double figures with the little scoop pass from Otavio, aren't we? Again, doing that's worked brilliantly this evening.
Well, Ronaldo's missed his opportunities, but we did say usually he will make somebody pay, and he has here.
Yeah, well, you switch off, you have to defend, you have to. I know it's very scrappy, there's players falling all over the place in there, but you need to leave Ronaldo on marks. You have to be switched on at all times when you come up against top quality.
He was saying after the game last week, when he spoke to our reporter Khalid Al-Arafa, that he's not talking about 1,000 goals, but everybody else will be. Mensah. But he would need 2 or 3 really good seasons to get close, you would imagine, because even someone like Ronaldo, once you get into your early 40s, then maybe it becomes slightly harder, or maybe not, who knows. Here he is again. Duran goes down, Ronaldo goes down, and nothing's being given. Soleimani. Lega managing to get the ball out of his feet. Alıkal was waiting. And in the end, it bypasses everybody, and Al-Ghanam is fouled by Bayesh at the far post.
There's a major danger still in that turnover and counter-attack. I wanted that free kick. They did brilliantly, and well, he come in trying to just get a little bit of contact on the cross from Lega.
Mane. Now Ronaldo, Mane again. Duran waits in the centre. Brilliant play by Mane. Asiri with the clearance. Ronaldo! How about that? Simply unstoppable. That really is a Ronaldo special.
Wow, I cannot believe what I've just seen. We might have to take that back about the amount of goals. This is an absolute screamer. I'll tell you what, missed some chances in that first half. I think this clearly makes up for the chances missed. Mane, brilliant down that left-hand side, direct, doesn't pick the pass out, but talk me through this. Connection, sweet. Oh, I mean, this is one that you'll watch over and over again. Little bit of slice cut on the strike. Oh, my word. Onto the side of the bar. Put 7, 8 goalkeepers in there. You ain't saving that. That is some strike from Ronaldo. Everything. Oh, my word. It's a brilliant strike.
Well, he could put 7 or 8 goalkeepers on a stepladder, and they still wouldn't keep that out. Stupendous goal from Cristiano Ronaldo. Maybe it's the lucky pants, who knows? Well, he's turned this game around almost single-handedly. Although, again, we must say, what about the work from Sadio Mane?
Oh, Mane, brilliant. I mean, he gives them an outlet, but direct. I mean, the pass and the cross doesn't quite get to where it should do, and yes, it's cleared away. Siri clears it, but the finish is absolutely immaculate. Outstanding, first class, you name it. It had everything on it.
Untidy challenge there by Mane on Aʟ-Nᴏᴇ. Well, he scored twice last week in a Riyadh derby. He scored twice again this week. 23 goals now in the Russian Saudi League this season for Cristiano Ronaldo, as Mensah has been fouled by Otavio. And Al-Riyadh, who were not comfortable, but they were in control of their destiny, now have to come from behind.
Yeah, do you know what? Listen, look, Cyril Lamouche must have looked at it and felt, you know, we've got a good opportunity here to take something out of this game, and he has every right to make changes. I'm not sure whether it was enforced, whether you keep that going, keep that momentum, keep that team that finished the first half, because they definitely finished the stronger. I feel it's disrupted them a bit, maybe sat back, maybe offered a little bit too much respect. Obviously having the lead, we see that with a number of teams, don't we, playing against top sides. But credit to Aʟ-Nᴏᴜ. I said they weren't a million miles off in that first half. The clinical aspect wasn't quite there. I'll tell you what, it certainly has been this second half.
Aboushal, now Laporte. Ronaldo yet to score a hat-trick in the Russian Saudi League this season, and he's got plenty of time left in this game. Mane. If he keeps scoring 2 goals in every game, he might get to 1,000.
Just can never rule it out, can you, with Ronaldo? I mean, let's be honest, he's capable of absolutely anything.
On that occasion, he just pulled out. Often you see him as the focal point, but maybe with Duran in the team, he now knows he's going to get more joy if he does pull out.
Yeah, well, you'd expect John Duran to make them clever runs, wouldn't you? And Ronaldo can have that versatility.
Al-Ghanam, Wesley, Otavio, Al-Salahim, Mane, Ronaldo! Well, he was looking for the hat-trick there.
Yeah, definitely looking for that near post. Really does get the strike. Maybe just a difficult, acute angle for him to take that on, but it's Ronaldo, he can score from anywhere.
Well, it's been a real game of contrasts for Cristiano Ronaldo as ʟ-Nᴏᴜ, the young Romanian international on loan from Dallas in Major League Soccer, comes on to replace Hüseyin Aʟ-Nᴏᴜ. Salih's 4th appearance from the bench. Ċimikhan able to help it back towards Bento. Otavio. 933 for Cristiano Ronaldo, if you are keeping count. I'm sure he is. ᴑɪᴍᴇ. He was caught late there. It will come back for a free kick. It was late from Aʟ. There's another look at that volley.
Some strike. I mean, it's even better from that angle, isn't it? I mean, it's an absolute thunderbolt with every bit of topping on top of it. Just looks even better when it comes off the underside of the bar, bounces and straight up into the roof of the net. I mean, he's beat a brilliant goalkeeper, who's been excellent this evening as well. But fortunately, he was never, ever going to stop that.
But Pioli will know it's not won yet at 2-1. And the bigger picture is they need to pick up the 3 points here. Bring a 5-point gap between themselves and Al-Ahly and Aʟ-Nᴏssʀ. And of course, they play Aʟ-Nᴏssʀ next week. Tose. Bayesh. Mensah. Tose on the turn. Good challenge, though, by Laporte. Salahim. Aboushal. Laporte. Salahim finding Mane, who's come back deep. That clearance will interest Salih, but he doesn't get there. Angelo. Now Otavio. Could be an overload here down the right, but Angelo maybe didn't quite see it. ᴑɪᴍᴇ has. Al-Ghanam. Duran. Laporte. Aboushal.
Even having Laporte back there and back on the pitch just gives you that experience, doesn't it? I feel that they look a lot more well organised. And that's that.
ᴑɪᴍᴇ. Al-Ghanam here has got room to get forward. Cross it's volleyed towards Ronaldo, but guided clear initially. Here is Tose. Clipped over the top, but the flag will go up against Lega, and I think he knew he was offside. Al-Ahly is down there. Player who came on at half-time to replace Mohamed Konaté, and maybe, as you suggested, they're just missing that presence of Konaté. Maybe had a problem, we don't know.
Well, I mean, that might be the case, and I think, to be quite honest, yes, you know, it was a handful, I felt, you know, had good opportunities, but real focal point for them through the middle that clearly put himself about and disrupted the defence.
Well, there's an opportunity for Ronaldo to take on some fluids and some more plaudits.
Let's have another look at this. Mane does brilliant, doesn't he, down that left? I mean, he doesn't pick out who he wants to, but I'll tell you what, that is an unbelievable strike. I mean, the smile on his face in comparison to him going down the tunnel at half-time where he was furious. Just shows, doesn't it? There would have been some stern words I would have said in that changing room.
Well, I'm sure that the social media channels for the Russian Saudi League will be telling us just how quick that shot was travelling and everything else over the coming days when they do the analysis of that, because It absolutely whistled in. But it's all the hours you put in on the training ground, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is, and he's been known for doing that, hasn't he? I mean, it's an absolute worldie of a strike. It really is. Everything about it was. I mean, it's one of them you just like to keep looking at every single angle and see which is the best. But I think they all will look brilliantly, as we've seen there. You know, it's a super strike. You practice, you work hard, you get rewards, and you have the confidence to try them things. And he's missed a fair few today, but look at the scoreline. They lead 2-1, and he's got to brace himself.
There's about to be a change for Al Riyadh. Talal Hadji will be coming on, a 17-year-old on loan from Al Ittihad, who was already a full Saudi Arabia international. Al-Nassr have given the ball away here. It was Soleimani, who, of course, had given Al Riyadh a half-time lead. Al-Khaibari. Salih. That's a good ball. Toze. Amakal. One back by Otavio. And here is Duran, Ronaldo. In space to the right. Back towards Duran again. And he will be penalised for the shove there on Asiri.
Yeah, he wants that ball into the space rather than to his feet. He wants to run onto that because he's got the beating of the back line. Look at Asiri, that is the one that he was up against, but anything that's put into that space, he runs onto John Duran.
We saw the light show from the Al-Nassr supporters in the Kingdom Arena last week. There is Talal Hadji, who will be coming on soon. Salahim, the port going all the way back to Bento. Pioli will want the third here. All it takes is one piece of brilliance and maybe one mistake, and Al-Nassr have kept only 4 clean sheets now in 14 home games this season. Angelo back to Bento again. Simakan just hobbling back into position after that challenge. Oh, lovely touch there by Ronaldo. Mane back towards Ronaldo. And here is Duran down the centre. Duran can finish it, but he never quite gets his feet in order.
Well, I think we have seen a brilliant goal from Ronaldo. That could have been equally as good for the build-up, the approach, the silkiness of Aʟ-Nᴏᴜ. And then a real poor finish, wasn't it, from John Duran? I think he's claimed that he was pushed just as he had to take that strike on. Combination play through that front line. When it comes off, it looks absolutely amazing.
Mensah. Quickly into the feet of Soleimani. Bayesh. Deflected by Abu Shal. Mane. Duran. Support infield from Angelo. Angelo doing well, having his shirt pulled, and in the end it will be a free kick.
I don't think that was a foul. I actually feel that Angelo ran into trouble. 2 players right now. What a little Cruyff flick that is. Then a back heel from Mane, then the through pass, and it's like, what would have been some goal, you know, if that was finished off.
Altan Bakci offered a challenge, but that's his job.
Yeah, definitely. He's got to try and make that hard opportunity and try and take away the easiness for John Duran. And there is a slight challenge, but Duran's got to be aware of that.
Talal Hadji coming on for ᴍᴇ. Laporte all the way back to Bento, who has had pretty much nothing to do in the second half.
The intensity's not been quite there, has it, from Al Riyadh? I know they made changes that we've touched on, but they're still in this game. It's 2-1. Just takes a little bit of quality and firm grip of this game.
Wesley, Al-Ghanam. Wesley going down. The play will continue. Al-Ghanam. It's only a throw-in in the end. And at the moment, Al-Riyadh about to maintain that sequence of alternating defeats with wins or draws, and it would be 14 games. Otavio, it's a nice spin away from Mensah. Duran, the challenge coming in from behind there from Aʟ-Rɪɪʃᴜ. And I think there'll be a yellow card for the captain.
The naughty challenge was. See why they're furious. Needs to be careful, the skipper. And as well here. She's only got some of the ball, but it was a double whammy there, wasn't there? Was no connection on the ball.
Don't think either got any of the ball.
Two of them all over John Duran.
Yellow card for the captain, Abdul Al-Khaibri. Boyan looking to organise the wall here. And is this the hat-trick opportunity for Cristiano Ronaldo?
Well, if I had to choose someone that would take this, I'm sure that there'll be plenty that will want to take it, but I think there's only one person that's going to be taking control of this ball, that kind of range, and the second half he's had. Let's not be surprised if he delivers.
Well, Ronaldo claiming the wall is not back the distance. He plays it in towards ᴑɪᴍᴇ, and Asiri was alive to that. But he caught us all out.
Yeah, it was clever, very clever. Asking for 10 yards.
Angelo. And a free kick given right on the edge of the penalty area for the challenge on Ronaldo. And the cards are out again here. Al-Riyadh not happy about the decision. Bayesh, the player who has been shown the yellow card, it seems. The question is, how close was it to the line?
Yeah, I mean, very congested, wasn't it? They're losing their way here.
Boyan trying to calm things down and maybe get his team to focus on what's to come. Suleimani also speaking to the referee.
They're complaining that it wasn't a foul, but
it was outside the area. Bayesh claiming he stood his ground.
yeah, I think it was similar to the Mane one, wasn't it, where there was a solid collision, but on the edge of the box. Referee got a good view of it.
Brahim Bayesh, the player who was booked for the foul, although it seemed everybody wanted their say. John Duran is sizing this one up, so too, of course, is Ronaldo. Keeping us all guessing here. Sulahim is square to the left. Angelo stood close to the wall. Everybody wants the picture of the Ronaldo hat-trick, potentially. But it's Duran. And it's a bit of an anticlimax.
He's gone for sheer power. And he hits it sweetly, doesn't he? But nowhere near the target.
Here is another change. Abdullah Al-Khaibri coming on for Aʟ-Nᴏᴜssʀ. And it's Otavio who comes off. Al-Khaibri. One of the Riyadh-born players in the team will just come on to try and shore up the midfield area. Otavio still lacking full match fitness after a lengthy spell on the sidelines due to injury.
I thought he's had a decent game, first half in particular. He's trying to set the attack away, and it does make sense. Kabari coming on and shoring up that midfield, making them more solid.
Bayesh. ʟɪᴠᴇ back in field. He's launched long and high, and ʟɪᴍᴇ maybe wasn't quite sure where Bento was there. The goalkeeper is able to gather. It's a rather makeshift look to the Al-Riyadh forward line now with Talal Hadji alongside Mohamed Al-Akal. ʟɪᴍᴇ. Al-Ghanam in pursuit, but the ball had gone out there before Hadji nodded back in field.
Yeah, I've been a bit disappointed in the second half, I'm quite honest with Al-Riyadh. I just think that what I've seen in the first half, they showed good moments of play, didn't they? And confidence. I just think in the second half, we've seen a completely different performance and outfit. I know changes were made, but shouldn't really come into it, should it? That's been the problem. I just feel this second half, Bento's had barely anything to do, really. They haven't offered anything going forward.
Well, now 26 of the 37 goals they've conceded have been after half-time, which maybe tells you that they find it difficult to put two good halves together. Saleh, and that's a free kick. And there's still something in this game for them, of course, while it's only 2-1.
Yeah, love to see that Saleh bright and lively. Since he's been on, he's got quick feet, he's sharp, he's bright. Goes with three players, he does get brought down, and have to make something of this now. As the game's drawing to a close, they produce something. Yeah, gee, worrying moments now, can't they? Pressure moments.
Soleimani over the free kick. And there was a yellow card for Sultan Al-Ghanam for the challenge. He's now in the wall, along with Angelo. Soleimani could go for goal here, but I think he'd be looking to flight this ball in. There's not a huge amount of room behind that defensive line to pick out a target.
And these are the ones that usually you've got the in-swinger in. You want to whip it in at pace right in the middle of the goal towards the goalkeeper.
Soleimani has the opportunity to do that here. It goes for goal, and it's down the throat of Bento.
Yeah, no movement in the box. It's not bad delivery. That's where you want attacking players that are in the box to try and disrupt the goalkeeper. No movement whatsoever, though.
ʟɪᴍᴇ. It's back to Bento. Al-Sulahim. ʟɪᴍᴇ. On that flick on, could interest Angelo here. It was Al-Khaibri back towards his own goal. Angelo may need some support. He goes down, challenged by Asiri, but no appeals from either side.
Yeah, he's got to do it all alone as well, Angelo. He's got no options there. Ronaldo, Mane are the closest, but they're too far away, so he's got to try and do something out of the hat and create something himself. He's looking for the penalty. It's never a penalty.
ʟɪᴠᴇ, 90 seconds of normal time to play. Mensah. ʟɪᴠᴇ looking for support. Toze. Ball in behind is cleared by Laporte. Bayesh. Good run from him. He's got support from Salih. Salih tricks his way into the penalty area. Possibilities here, but it's cut out by ᴍᴇ. Now ᴍᴇ going down, looking for the free kick.
I think he gets it as well. There's no contact anyway, is it?
Well, it's a free kick for Aʟ-Nᴏᴏ, which was earned by the fall from ᴍᴇ. And there may have been contact from El Hadji when ᴍᴇ fell on him on the way down. But that's about all, I think.
It was very minimal, if any.
There we are, a minimum of 10 more minutes, so plenty of time for Al-Riyadh and plenty of time for the Ronaldo hat-trick, of course.
I'm sure that Ğᴏᴏᴛഏ would be looking at that and thinking, we've got time here.
Can you please explain?
This team have got to start believing that they can get something out of this game. It's been far from over.
ᴍᴇ. Back to Bento, who backed himself there. Now Salahim. Ronaldo allows it to run. And Duran going down, claiming he was caught in the face there by Asiri, right in front of Pïoli. And there's a yellow card for Asiri.
Duran's just trying to protect it. I don't know what actually went on there. There's a tug of the shirt. Oh, there's a little hand raised and a slap on the back of the neck. So, great call.
You've got to be careful if you do raise your hands, and it was all rather unnecessary there from Asiri on the halfway line.
It's the right call, isn't it? And to be fair, I mean, he's lucky that it ended up being a little bit more than that. Duran will be just thinking of time, running the clock down.
Well, I think Duran's saying, look, I got sent off for something similar against Al-Ettifaq.
He did, so he's got a big point, hasn't he? And this is a consistency, but I'm sure they'll look at that, and there is a clear slap round the back of the neck.
I think they are checking it as well.
So they should do. I mean, listen, you can't raise your hand, but if there is a purpose, and there clearly was there from Asiri, he does actually go out his way to make that contact on the back of John Duran, and he's got a big point, so... So if this is a red card, it would not surprise me in the slightest.
Well, Bram van Drescher, once again, the VAR official is checking this. Eric Lambrechts, the on-field official, just talking to him.
I mean, if I'm being quite honest, I think it should be a red card. I think, you know, you raise your hand, you slap someone, whether it's on the back or the front, it's a red card. So don't be surprised here if this is turned over into a red.
Well, it's a short walk to the screen from there for Eric Lambrechts. Well, I mean, irrespective of how hard he slapped him on the back, that's one thing you can't do.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how hard it is, whether there's an intent there, isn't that? And you can see quite clearly he hasn't fell on him. He's actually, yes, there might have been contact where he goes away, but you can see he literally clips him round the back of the head. So, a red card.
Well, the referee has had a look, and he's heading towards Ahmed Asiri. Slap on the back of the head. The yellow card will come out, that will be cancelled, and the red card will be flourished. And Al-Riyadh are down to 10 players. And really, they can't have any complaints.
No complaints whatsoever. And he knows that, Asiri. You cannot do anything under the watchful eye. You've got VAR that's in place, and that's what it's in place for. You know, straight away you could see that there was contact, and John Duran's been through a similar sort of process himself.
Second red card of the season for Ahmed Asiri, also dismissed against Al-Araba. And Al-Riyadh's hopes of prizing a point from this game may have disappeared down the tunnel with him.
Yeah, he's not happy down the tunnel. Really see he's furious with people, but listen, he's let his teammates down there.
Aʟ-N쏘ssʀ.